Hey guys, so today is the first of my Christmas videos. You can see Molly there. So you may be able to tell that a few things have changed in the background. Firstly, I have my mini Christmas tree up. I am actually filming this in November. And then, yes, we have a 2x3 grid CNC cage in here for my guinea pig, because I did lose my other two guinea pigs to some sort of virus or something. So yes, I have moved my remaining guinea pig inside. Molly, she is slowly coming out of her shell, becoming a bit more confident, but you know, it's a lot of changes for her. So anyway, that's her situation is a different video. If you'd like me to do a video on it, then I will. But this is a Christmas tag video. So I thought this would be a good video to start to do on the 1st of December. I am going to be uploading a video every day throughout December. And if I can cope with it, then I might do it next year as well. I'm not sure. But anyway, let's just get started. So I've got all the questions here. So yes. First question, what is your favourite Christmas film? Ooh, my favourite Christmas film. It's probably... It's probably Arthur Christmas, or another film which I have, which is on my iPad, well, on my iTunes, which is what's it called? A Christmas Princess. Either one of those probably. Obviously there's the classics like Love Actually, but it's not really a Christmas film, it just happens around Christmas, doesn't it? So yeah. Question number 2, have you ever had a white Christmas? Well, technically in this country, I don't know about other countries, but all we need for it to be classed as a white Christmas is for a single snowflake to fall on top of the weather building or something. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, that's all we need. So technically I probably have had a white Christmas. I remember where it's like snowed the week before and it's starting to thaw out, so it's been a bit patchy. We've had Christmases like that. And I can't remember when I was teeny tiny. So yeah, I might have had a proper white Christmas, but I don't know. But that's the UK for you. It's far more likely to snow around Easter than it is around Christmas in the UK. So I've had quite a few white Easters, which is a bit odd because, you know, Easter is, you know, the new life and everything. So for it to snow, yeah. But anyway. Question number 3, where do you usually spend your holiday? I assume that's Christmas holiday. Excuse me. Normally at home, with my mum and my brother, unless my brother does something else. I do have another brother, but he no longer lives at home, so we do always go down to see him and his fiancée. This year we're going down to see them on the 27th, and my mum's taking us all out for a meal. So yes, that's what we normally do, just have a chilled out day at home. Oh, sorry. And then question number 4, what is your favourite Christmas song? That's a difficult one. Just getting my phone, see what Christmas music I have on here. Go on to my Christmas playlist. So one of my sorry, Dodger's decided to play with a toy. One of my favourite Christmas songs is quite a new one. Sort of, I think it's probably a year or so old, but it's Christmas in the Air Tonight by Scouting for Girls. It was on their most recent album. I won't play you any of it because, you know, copyright. And also Fairy Tale of New York, I quite like that. And what's the other one? There's Last Christmas, but I'm thinking of a specific one, which I don't know if I've got on here actually. Yes, I do. Stop the Cavalry. That is probably one of my favourite ones. So, yeah. Question 5. Do you open any presents on Christmas Eve? No, we've never done that. You save all your presents for Christmas Day, for the main event. So, yeah. And then question 6. Can you name all of Santa's reindeer? There's Rudolph, but he's an extra reindeer. He was only came in the 20th century, I think. So there's Donner, there's Dasher, there's Prancer, there's Comet. Vixen, Blixen, Cupid, who have I forgotten? Donner, Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Dodger, get off! Blixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, and Blixen. Yeah, that's 8, isn't it? 8. Plus Rudolph. So yeah, got there eventually. Question number 7. What holiday traditions are you looking forward to most? We don't really have any traditions anymore since we moved from our first house, but when we were growing up, it'd be I would normally be the first one up. Being the youngest, I'd be the most excited, waiting for about 2 hours for everyone else to get up. Well, for my dad to get up, and then my dad would wake everyone else up, and then we'd go downstairs, do our stockings. Then we would have breakfast, so either sort of like a full English fry-up. Dodger, what are you doing? So either a full English fry-up or pastries or something like that. And then we'd all get dressed. My dad would go and check on the livestock, because at this time, our first house, we lived on a farm, and when my eldest brother was older, he'd normally end up doing the livestock, whilst my dad started doing lunch. So we'd open a couple of presents, normally like ones from neighbours or from aunts and uncles, and maybe one small one from our parents or from each other, and then we would have lunch, which would normally be sort of like a seafood lunch, and then in the afternoon we'd sort of well, my parents would watch the Queen's speech. Me and my brothers would sort of normally go outside, or sort of, I think we normally ended up roughhousing, which kind of annoyed our parents, but yeah, we ended up doing something, was they watched the Queen's speech. The last Christmas we were there, my brother, who still lives at home, took the dog out for a walk, and I sort of followed him afterwards, and he found a cat who we do still have, Comet. He was a 5-month-old kitten. He followed me back to the house. We picked him up, made sure he was all fine. He sort of squirmed and wriggled out of my arms, and then followed me back to the house because I went to tell my parents. And then he was like really, really skinny, and yeah, we took him to the vets, I think a couple days later, because obviously the vets weren't open over Christmas. And he wasn't microchipped, he was about 5 months old, he was male, unneutered obviously, and you know, we did the thing of a week, they put him up on their website. He had one of those paper collar things saying, do you recognise me, if so ring this number, but no one claimed him, so we decided to keep him. He had obviously been abandoned because he was so friendly. He was always trying to get in the house, but we didn't have, our cats weren't house cats at that time. So yeah, we got him back up to the weight he was meant to be, got him neutered when he was old enough and heavy enough as well. And yeah, we've kept him ever since, and he's actually called Comet, after Santa's reindeer, but also because he is very quick when he wants to be. I don't know if he's inside at the moment. That box is for our other cat, our 3-legged cat, who we got when Dodger was neutered. He was picked up as a stray. Both of them are black and white, so yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? Like, Christmas routines. Dodger, what are you doing? Why are you looking so guilty? Oh, holiday traditions. So yeah, after sort of that, we'd come back, have a few more presents, and then we'd have supper, which would normally be when we were younger, it'd be either goose or turkey, but the 3 of us, me and my 2 brothers, come on then, no, me and my 2 brothers, we weren't really that keen on goose or turkey. One year we did have a 3-bird roast, I think, but we ended up having pork most of the time, because we did have our own pigs, so yeah. And then in the evening we would open basically the rest of our presents, and all go into like a food coma. Yeah, and we normally had, for pudding at supper time, we'd normally have, Dodger, no! We normally have 2 options, so Christmas pudding for those who liked it, which excluded, I think, me and my brother who lives at home still, and then we'd have tiramisu. So what we do is, because I like sort of the traditional tiramisu, but with really weak coffee. Dodger, no! With really weak coffee and like no alcohol, but my brothers don't like that, so my mum did an orange tiramisu, which they liked, so that's normally what we do, sort of have half orange, half sort of like classic, and yeah, and then we'd sort of stay up late watching Christmas films, and Christmas stuff. And then on Boxing Day we would go for a walk. around, we'd load the dogs up in the car, though the last couple of years we didn't do that. But yeah, we'd load the dogs up in the car, and drive over to Marks Hall, which wasn't too far from where we used to live, and yeah, go for a walk. Me and my brothers quite often took our bikes. So yes, that's sort of what we used to do. Now we sort of get up when we want, don't have to wait for everyone else to get up to do. My mum still does stockings for me and my brother who lives at home. She does goodie bags for my other brother and his fiancée. So yeah, we get up when we want. My mum now is normally first up. We have breakfast when we want and what we want for breakfast as well. Yeah, it's, for us now, it is a very chilled out day. Last year we had Chinese takeaway from Tesco's, because on Boxing Day we went down to my eldest brother's and his fiancee's, and they did sort of like full Christmas dinner with all the trimmings, apart from I think they did chicken rather than turkey, but yeah, they did like all the trimmings and everything. So question number 8, is your Christmas tree real or fake? Our main Christmas tree, which the presents go underneath, is real. We normally get that around the second weekend in December. So yeah, and then I have a fake one which I've had up in my room the last couple of years, but I won't be able to do that this year, just because there's no space in my room. And then we've got that one which is a fake one, which I actually bought from Poundland, I think. And the decorations, I can't remember where the decorations came from, but they weren't expensive. And then we've got, oh my god, sorry, really tired, didn't sleep well last night. And then we've got another fake one which is, I think it's about a 2 foot high one. So yeah, but our main tree is real and it always has been, apart from 1 year. Last year at our first house, we didn't get around to getting a real tree, and yeah, we ended up using my fake tree, which normally goes in my room. Dosha, stop licking me. Question number 9. Number 9, all-time favourite food / sweet treat. Is that Christmas food or just generally? But either way, probably chocolate. Yeah, or a good roast dinner. I do like a good roast dinner with, you know, meat, nice crispy roast potatoes but fluffy on the inside, broccoli, if there's beef, Yorkshire puddings. I don't like gravy, I don't like most other vegetables, so broccoli, potatoes, meat. That is a good meal. I don't like game, so chicken, pork, beef, lamb, duck. I do like duck. So yeah, and then chocolate. I can always have a bit of chocolate. Question number 10. Be honest. Giving gifts or receiving gifts, which is better? I think when I was younger, it was receiving gifts. Sort of like when I was quite a lot younger. But now I definitely think it's giving gifts, because I do put quite a lot of thought into what I get people, and also it's normally not things like, if they have a wish list, it's normally not things off their wish list. So yeah, and I do, if I'm honest, I do spend quite a bit on my Christmas gifts. And I've spent this year on my future sister-in-law's Christmas gift. I've spent quite a lot of time, actually, on it. So yeah. Yeah, I definitely think giving gifts now is better, because, you know, I like to make people sort of feel appreciated and happy. So yeah, definitely giving gifts. And that includes giving them to my animals as well. I do get presents for my rabbit, my guinea pig, and my dog. The cats, I don't know what to get them, because they don't really play with toys. We got quite a stash of cat treats, so this year they're not getting anything. So yeah. Question 11. What is the best Christmas gift you've ever received? When I was writing out these questions, from whichever page I found them on the internet somewhere, I did give this quite a lot of thought. One Christmas, when I was quite a lot younger, I got my first bike. So that was really exciting then. But then, more recently, I'd probably have to say it was one of my previous rabbits. I got her as an early Christmas present. You may have seen her if you've been watching this channel from the very beginning, but I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, you probably will have done. But anyway, Blixen, also named after one of Santa's reindeer. Yeah, I got her in October 2013. Yeah, October 2013 I got her. Yeah, she was probably the best Christmas present I received. Unfortunately, she didn't live very long. Question number 12. What would be your dream place to visit for your holiday? Probably somewhere where you're guaranteed to have snow. So whether that be Canada, Norway, also probably somewhere where you can see the Northern Lights. So like North Canada, Norway. Very top of Scotland, maybe. Yeah, anywhere like that, where you're guaranteed to get snow, and you might see the Northern Lights. Question 13. Are you a pro present wrapper, or do you fail miserably? I don't think I'm too bad at present wrapping. I normally end up doing present wrapping for everyone else in the house, apart from the things for me, obviously. So yeah, that says something. This year I have, put little bows on and some ribbon on all of the presents which I've wrapped so far, because I have been super organised. I did all my Christmas shopping in September, and wrapped them all, I think, the second week in November. So yeah, I'm like that. I like to be organised. So yes. 14, most memorable holiday moment. I think for me that is probably, I can't remember how old I was. Well, there's two occasions. Can't remember how old I was on either of them, but the first one was coming downstairs and seeing a bike under the tree. For me, it's, my first bike. I remember that. And also, I think it was a couple of years after that, I came downstairs and there was this massive thing wrapped in bin bags with a bow on top of it, and it was squishy. So when I got to open that, that was from my granny. When I got to open that, I was really excited. And it's this, I've still got it actually, it's this massive soft toy pink horse. It's pink with white, sort of like, with silver hooves, white feathering, white mane, white tail with like silver bits in it, and I called her Silver. Yeah, still got her, and she had like a little saddle thing, and yeah. They're probably the most memorable holiday moments. 15. What made you realise the truth about Santa? What truth about Santa? Santa is totally real. I don't know. I think it was, I overheard my, I think I was about 9 or 10, maybe a little bit younger, and I overheard my brother, who lives at home still, talking to my mum. Yeah, I think that's how I realised. But yes, Santa is totally real. 16. Do you make New Year's resolutions? Do you stick to them? I've made New Year's resolutions in the past. I've never stuck to them, so now I don't tend to bother. I don't really understand why you have to wait till New Year to make a change in your life. So yeah. Last question, question number 17. What makes the holidays special for you? When I was still in school, it was, you know, the countdown to the start of the Christmas holidays, then the countdown to Christmas Day, and then like putting out the cookies and milk for Santa. But now, last year I was working, so it was kind of like counting down to when I had the time off over Christmas. But now I'm not working, so it's probably looking forward to being able to put up the rest of the Christmas decorations. I managed to wangle that with my mum, explaining why it's up in November. But yeah, doing the door wreath, buying the tree, getting the tree inside, decorating the tree, which is, my mum buys the tree, but I choose it, I get it inside, I decorate it. Wrapping presents, which I've already done, as I've already said, I've already done all my Christmas wrapping, but I'm bound to be doing it for my mum and for my brother, for people that aren't me. So yeah, this year I've had a few Christmas cards which I've written for people in the Planner Addicts group. So yeah, and just, I don't know, I think it's more the build-up of Christmas rather than the day itself. Obviously it is lovely to just spend a day at home. My brother who lives at home, he doesn't really like Christmas. I can understand why, because he doesn't have like any religious beliefs, and he thinks it's like over commercialized and all of that. I do think that Christmas is over commercialized. I don't have many, like, I sort of believe but I don't, if that makes sense. So I believe that there's something else there other than just us on our little planet, and in the universe and all that, but I don't know what I believe. So I do have some religious beliefs. Oh, sorry. But yeah. So yeah, we don't go to church anymore. Yeah. So I think just spending time at home, chilling out with my family and my animals, that they count as family. Yeah, that's probably what makes it special for me. Not like the gifts or anything like that, just spending time with my family. So yes, that is it. I will do my best to remember to leave the questions in the description below. So if you want to do this, you can. I can't remember which site I got them off of, but I just googled Christmas tag and found them. So thanks for watching. Please comment, like and subscribe, and I shall see you guys next time. Bye for now.